Alright, hey everyone, eplipswich here, and I'm just about to start chapter 2 of this Irae Amantes amentes. So as you can see here, I'm at the end of chapter 1, which is pronounced as L'Enfant de la Punition. Or at least I think that's how it's pronounced. But anyway, this is the end of chapter 1 and we are going to move on to chapter 2, okay, which is the second part of the common root. And as you can see, what we saw last in the previous episode in the background, see that there are 6. This is basically the Obsidian Round Table, the gang that came from 61 years ago that you saw in the prologue, and 6 of them are in this part of the world called Shambhala or whatever that is. Basically, they are in Suwahara City. Yeah, 6 of them. Then the other 6, I have no idea. Okay, but I think the other 6 are probably, some of them are whom I've met before. Like, you know, those 4 chosen ones? Yeah, they are probably among these, I don't know, 9, 10, 12, yeah, 7 and 13 at first. They're probably among these people. So, yeah, but I think, yeah. Anyway, let's not waste time. Let's begin chapter 2. Okay. This one is just saying other story werewolf unlocked. Alright, okay. Thanks for the info, but that's one I'll probably read through if I want to, if it's related, you know, because other stories basically something like side story, right? So I'll see if I have the time to look through the side story, but for now I just want to focus on the main story first.
あなたは基地感というものを経験したことがあるだろうか
You're asking me, have you ever experienced the sensation of foreknowledge? Well, that I do, you know. Like, when I'm playing this visual novel, I tend to like foresee what's going to happen next. Does that count?
騎士ではなく基地
Mere deja vu?
すでに知っている感覚
Prior knowledge of a certain thing. Yeah, I do, at times, yes.
それは五感六感に至るまでありとあらゆる感覚器官に訴えるもの
Six, I don't think I have a sixth sense though. Oh, you mean all senses, including the sixth sense, but yeah, I don't have a sixth sense.
例えばこの風景は見たことがあるこの酒は飲んだことがある
Oh, not in this sense, but yeah, I've thought of things like that. Like I've done this before. Yeah, I
この匂いは嗅いだことがあるこの音楽は聞いたことがあるこの女は抱いたことがある
You mean all these things? Not talking about deja vu, but something like it's like you have never actually done before, but that you believe you've done before, something like that.
そしてこの感情は前にも抱いたことがある
Okay.
錯覚脳の誤認識が時に生み出すなかなか風情ある一種の錯覚
Okay. You're going to crazy territory, but okay.
あなたはそれを経験したことがあるだろうか
But yeah, that I do. There are people that do. At times, like I've done this before, even though they have actually never done this before.
例えば我々は以前も戦争に負けていたと
Oh, you. This is the guy. This is the leader. Yeah, this is the leader that we saw back in episode 1 towards the end of the prologue. Yeah, and this guy here, the black hair, Mercurius. Right? Yeah. What was his name again? I forgot. Sorry, I forgot the commander's name, but
さてそれはそうなってみなければわからないそうなってみて初めてそうだったと思うがゆえの基地感であ
do you begin? Your brain believes this is how things happen originally. Do you begin to experience foreknowledge? So I guess in a way it kind of says something about the past life. Like I've done this before because my past life did this before. If you know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
るあなたのそれはただの予感だいや破滅願望と言うべきか
Self-destructive aspiration. So for this leader is just what a goal only. Okay.
この戦争、あなたは負けると思われるのか？
ああ、負けるだろう。
Oh, so he has already foreseen that he will lose the war. So why do all this? Just because of war? Like, because I fight for the sake of fighting, you know, or something like that. Because I mean, in the prologue, he said something like, "We, the Germans, or we, the Longinus, Dresden, whatever that is, never gives up. You know, we fight to the end, fight to the death, or something like that."
なぜそう思われる獣ども。あなたはゲシュタポを掌握し、総統閣下の真熱き身。破竹の勢いで勝利を続ける我が軍の勇姿を知らぬわけではありますまい。
Yeah, the loyal follower to the Führer, right? Commander of the Gestapo.
ならばと王、K は長官殿や総統閣下が無双する戦南帝国とやらの完成を信じているのか。希代の賢人、空前にして絶後の魔術師、世界の真理に最も近いとさえ言われるヘルメス・トリスメギストス。
Well, in case you guys are confused, the guy was speaking just now. This is the guy, I'm pretty sure, yes. I remember their voices. And then the one who's speaking the other voice is this guy. So, and I know that it can get kind of confusing, but you know, like every of these members, they have two names. So, Mercurius is their Obsidian Table name, then their given name, their actual name is like in the case of Mercurius is Hermes Trismegistus. If I'm not wrong, yeah, because I think, you know, like for example, just now that girl, the pink-haired girl, Rusalka, that's not her member name. Her member name was, I think, I forgot already. Malika or something like that.
K ほどの男があのような愚か者どもの絵図を肯定するか。私はそう思わない。
彼らだけなら確かに私も思わない。だが、この国にはあなたがいる。それを手にした者は必ず世界を支配すると言われた運命の槍の正統後継者。黄金の獣、破壊の君。あなたがここにいる以上、敗北などありえない。
だが、彼らは私を殺すつもりだ。
ほ
う初耳だなどとは言えぬだろう。帝都にあって K の知らぬことなどはそれこそ微塵もありえまい。故に私はこの戦争に負けると言った。
あなたは死なれるおつもりか？
Rush to your own death. Maybe the leader actually is seeking death and is seeking the perfect person to kill him, which is, yeah, most likely the MC, you know, because he's maybe like bored of being at the top for too long, yeah, like, and that he really wants to find that one person to kill him once and for all, something like that.
事実としての生死はサジだ。彼らの中で私という存在がそのように位置づけられたことに意味がある。
Okay.
もはや取り返しは効かない。
But well, he then again he said actual life or death matter later.
なるほど。確かに死者を概念はどうあれ生き返らせることなど不可能だ。私でさえそれはできない。
That's why he's trying to seek punishment, right? Shumi.
死者は死んだ者ゆえに聖者へ反転させることなど不可能である。この法則は甘くない。女子供の夢物語はまさしく寝言と同義同列。
Well, it's really said that they are fairy tales.
故に法則を曲げたければ夢物語を排除せよ。K の持論だったかな。
Okay.
祈れば叶う、泣けば奇跡が舞い降りる。そのようなデウスエクスマキナ、私に言わせれば最も抱きすべき邪悪でしかない。もしかような法則が成り立つなら、我が祈りは宇宙開闢すら起こしただろう。
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the universe doesn't work that way.
万人に都合のいい幸せな夢などない。この世界は容赦なく、慈悲もなく、血と狂気でできている。故に我が意を通したければ、血と狂気に染まるのみ。
Yeah, if you want to enforce your own will in the world, you will inevitably be tainted by both. But you know, well, yeah, not everyone is equally blessed with fortune. But the world is without mercy, without compassion. But it's not just forged of only blood and madness. If I would say the world is a mix of both, it's a balance. Yes.
一人の聖者が欲しければ、その数千倍の死者を捧げよう。
Oh well, that depends.
破壊より再生の方が難しい。誰しも何かを奪い合う世界においては、それもまた真理の一つ。しかし、いささか話がそれたか。
Okay, you say digress. That's beside the point.
あなたは自らの死を回避するつもりがないようだ。少なくとも長官殿や総統閣下にはそう思わせておきたいと見える。
Oh, yeah, like I said, maybe he is actually seeking death.
メメントモリ。座右の銘でな。人はいつか死ぬということを忘れてはならない。死は重い。
I like how the leader respects death.
だがそれゆえに、あなたは生死を超越するにふさわしい。
超越は K のルーンだったろう。私が司るのは破壊のみだ。
So he only commands destruction. Transcendence is Mercurius rune. Okay.
法則を破壊するから超越できる。前言を修正しよう。破壊は再生よりもたやすいが、再生よりも意義がある。いや、
ね。
元に戻す必要などそもそもない。
So it just destroys. Don't have to return to the original state. Yeah, because there's such a thing as if you destroy everything, it has to be returned to the original state, right? Reset. Yeah, but no, just destroy and everything's gone.
どういう意味かな。
Please explain yourself.
繰り返すということは存外に苦痛であるという意味だ、獣殿。例えばそう、あなたといえども幼年期はあっただろう。
So basically he's saying just erase the world. We don't need any repetition, no? Don't need things to be repeated over and over again. It's so boring.
その自分、一日がとても長く感じられはしなかったか。一年とは永遠と同義に値するものではなかったか。
Well, that's when you're a child, yes. It does feel long, you know. Time as a child passes much slower than time as an adult. The older you get, the faster you see how time flies, you know.
確かに。子供であったなら世界は未知で溢れている。
Yeah.
知らぬことが多い以上、学ぶべきことが膨大である以上、時はゆっくりと流れるだろう。
Indeed, I definitely agree.
しかり、まさしくその通り。すなわち人の一生とは未知のものを学び、基地のものへと変える作業に他ならない。
Yeah, and once you know more things, time will become faster. Because you already know a lot of things, right?
それがゆえにこう思う。毎夜毎夜同じ説教を繰り返す父。同じ料理を与える母。同じ笑顔しか浮かべぬ隣人。同じ声で泣く小鳥。同じ匂いしかしない家。
Okay, so you're now talking about using metaphors of the daily lives.
究極。同じようにしか沈まぬ太陽。
A sun that knows but one way to sink below the horizon. Well, that's how the sun works.
なんとつまらない。世界はこんなにも退屈だ。
This story kind of reminds me of a game I played, you know, RPG Maker. For those who have actually, you know, looked through my YouTube channel, you know that I played Seraphic Blue. Yeah, so yeah, I enjoyed Seraphic Blue, and I think this area kind of has the same vibe as Traffic Blue.
これを老いと人は言う。
Aging.
一歩一歩着実に死へと向かっていく強行軍。だがそれでも年月とともに減っていくとはいうものの、未知を経験できるだけ幸せだ。生きているのだから人は。
Well, I guess he has a point because every day we seek fun things to play, seek new things to explore, because otherwise we'll be bored, right? Right? We have to find something to do. Like what I'm doing now, I'm playing this game called This Irae, and it's very interesting. It's a new thing, you know?
つまり K は未知を経験できない者は生きていないと。
Oh, is that to say that Mercurius actually knows everything that the world has to offer?
もし仮に生まれた時から未知を排除された存在がいたとする。
The very concept of the unknown was removed from birth. Oh, so it's like the baby knows everything. Then I don't know. Maybe the baby will not even cry, you know?
基地感。
Oh, that's what you mean by the sensation of foreknowledge.
彼の性はすでに知っている世界ですでに知っている出来事だけを繰り返し見せられるのみ。なんという地獄の苦しみであることか。
So you're saying like you might as well not be born. Yeah, it totally reminds me of Traffic Blue.
始まりから生きていないのだから死ぬこともできな
Yeah, so it's like, you know, you are born to die, you know, that sort of meaning. Yeah, because well not say yeah, because from the time you're born you are destined to die. Oh, that's all. But then here he said something about consequently denied death. Yeah, because the moment you are born, you are not actually born. You're actually dead to begin with. Oh, you know that kind of complex things if you know what I mean.
いいな、死ねない。私はこの世界に生まれたという証が欲しい。
Okay.
苦しいほどに未知が欲しい。
So what is there anything that you do not know? Maybe someone can surprise you, you know.
私はあなたにこの世界の残虐なる秘密を享受しようとしている。それを聞く勇気は終わりか。あなた以外の誰にも話そうとしなかった真理に最も近いとやらいう秘密を。
Oh. Looks like Mercurius is more secretive than I thought. I think he knows a lot more things than the leader himself. So I think Mercurius is the more dangerous person.
答える前に一つ。なぜ K はそれを私にだけ明かそうとする？
He did, because maybe he believes that you're a being who can transcend life and death.
私があなたを畏敬申し上げているからだ。
Revere you, yeah? My beastly companion. I'm not sure about this term, my beastly companion. Yeah, even though the Japanese text says something about beastly, yes, Kedamono or something like that. But it sounds kind of weird to me, but okay.
あなたは強い。あなたは美しい。そしてあなたは恐ろしい。私の生とは呼べぬ人生にあって、あなたほど地獄に近い人間は見たことがない。
Okay, being so close to the inferno of hell. Anyway, I think all these members of the Longinus or Obsidian Round Table, right? I think they're all spirits. So that's why they say something like this. Mercurius, he says something, the eternity of my unlife. Because I think all these people are actually already dead. Yeah, they are just stuck in their spirit form or something like that.
あなたを除けば、あなたは私が知り得る中で最も悪魔に近い人間だ。
陳腐だな、カール。
Commonplace.
悪魔などという呼び名、珍しくもない。
究極に近くなるほど形容する言葉は陳腐になるもの。
Okay.
火を水のようだとは言いますまい。
Of course not.
火は火のように 水は水のように、そしてあなたは悪魔のように。
So he's a devil because he's a devil. Alright?
あなたは私を魔術師と言ったが、あいにくこの身はそのようなものではない。
Oh, he's not Magus?
単純に言い表せるのは強き者のみ。
Okay, so you're saying... Oh, so what you're saying is that fire is strong and water is strong too. Alright?
私は弱くいい加減だ。
Why do you say so?
常に本質が揺れ動き、名前だけでも幾百幾千と持っている。
Okay, so this guy actually has tons of names. But I think he's best known as Mercurius. But he has tons of names.
弱い。
Because his existence is ever thicker. Too many names to be named. Too many names to be stated and to list. So that's why he doesn't have a solid existence. So that's why he calls himself weak.
どうしようもなく脆い。それが私。あなたのごとき絶対とは比べるべくもない希少な存在。
Okay.
しかし、だからこそ分かることもあるのです。答えをお聞かせ願いたい。
So that weak existence is a weakness, but it makes up. That weakness is made up for with the fact that he understands everything. So that's his strength, understands everything, but it comes with a weakness, which is his existence is ever changing. Okay, so okay, so the leader, the commander, has agreed to let Mercurius tell him everything that he knows.
K は私を絶対と言ったが、たった今、私にもそう思うものができた。
Oh, Mercurius? Well, at the very least, he's intelligent because he said he knows everything, right?
カール、我が友。私も K を畏敬している。K の秘密に触れたいと願う。それすらも基地官とやらの輪のうちなのか。
The sensation recall foreknowledge and desire to saw close to your secrets. So his another name is called Carl. Okay.
残念ながらそのようだ。そうなってみて初めてそうだったと思うがゆえの基地官である。
So when it does happen, do you begin?
口惜しい、呪わしい。あなたと出会い、あなたほどの地獄に触れてもまだ私は生きていない。このままでは死ねない。
なるほど。わかるぞ。その無念。K の苦しみが手に取るように。
So your sin is my sin. Okay?
ならばご理解いただけるか。あなたが破壊を司るなら。
面白い。すべてを壊すか。
そう。この国を、この世界を、目につくものすべてを壊す。
Yeah, so now I think I'm starting to understand a bit of what their goal is. It's basically to destroy the whole world. Why? Just because the world is boring. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
天国も地獄も神も悪魔も三千大千世界のすべてを壊そう。
Yeah, because the world is boring, everything is fixed. So they want to achieve this sense of transcendence. I mean, this state of transcendence, right? Yeah, and the sense of foreknowledge. Yeah, you know.
壊したことがないものを見つけるまで。
Upon something you have yet to ravage.
このゲットを超越するまで。
Till you transcend this foreknowledge ghetto.
それこそが。
ああ。そういえば、私と K は前にもこの話をしていた。
There we go. The leader, no, picking it up from Mercurius. Oh yeah, we did have this little talk once before, did we not? Yes, that's the way, that's the sense of foreknowledge you have.
しかりしかり、100億回も繰り返した。
Okay, but it's the first time we are hearing this as players, so thanks for repeating it a million times. Thank you. Yes, appreciate it.
我々は未だこの牢獄に囚われている。
Prisoners.
ゆえに彼がいるのですよ。
Yeah, I think I know who this he is. No, it's definitely not God, because if it's a God, then it'll be a capital H. But this he, I know who this he is.
ザラトゥストラが。
Okay, the one we call Zarathustra, and I know who this Zarathustra is really. Yes, I think some of you guys who have never read the whole vision novel before, but who have read up to this point, probably also knows who this guy is. I think I have a rough idea of who this guy is really. Alright. And so begins chapter 2, Xenophobia. Alright. Suwahara City serial decapitation murder case death toll rises to 7. My god, rises to 7? Wait, don't tell me 6 more people were killed in one day? Or is it 6 more people killed in 6 days? On December 4 around 6:30 AM, an employee of a diner located on the Suwahara City bypass discovered local salaryman Masayuki Shibutani, age 28, and his friend and co-worker Mitsunori Oda, 28, collapsed in the diner parking lot. He notified the police. Okay, 2 people died there. Yeah, I think there's a spelling error. I think this should be Suwahara, right? Not Suwarahara. As both victims were decapitated, the Suwahara City Police Department has ruled this the work of a serial killer currently terrorizing Suwahara City. The police have issued a statement expressing their continued intent to pursue the investigation. Additionally, it seems as if the killings so far have been initiated at random, as investigators have been unable to identify any shared traits amongst the victims. A modern-day Jack the Ripper, the shadow of fear covering Suwahara City. The ongoing Suwahara City serial murder case that started on December 1st has claimed 7 victims so far. A crime of this scale and level of depravity is unheard of in post-war Japan. Though the criminal's MO resembles that of the prototypical serial killer frequently seen in Western society, expert opinions remain divided, as the victims' bodies show no signs of sexual mutilation. Chaos in the streets. Suwahara City shooting incident. On December 2nd, around 1 PM, a scuffle broke out amongst several boys in Maruyama-machi, the city's largest downtown district. Officer Takao Ota, aged 31, was shot by one of the youths involved upon arriving at the scene. Officer Ota survived the incident but is currently hospitalized. Okay, at least we have one survivor here. Criminal acts by juveniles have been on the rise in Suwahara City over the past few months. It would behoove the police to investigate the weapon employed in this incident and its means of acquisition. Okay. It didn't take me long to get my fill of news for the day. It's getting creepier and creepier. The teachers had given up on trying to teach today, abandoning most classes and telling us to study on our own, self-study. This provided the perfect opportunity for me to skip out on the roof. But the faculty was probably in the midst of a heated debate right around now. In other words, they were most likely discussing whether or not to close the school until the serial murder case blew over. It wasn't hard to imagine that they were getting complaints from parents left and right, and it's not like the students themselves felt much differently. Today we were looking at less than a 70% attendance rate. We were past the point where you could just ignore things and carry teaching classes. Carry teaching classes? You mean carry out teaching classes? I think chapter 2 there seems to be quite a lot more errors here and there than in chapter 2, so yeah, just saying. And of course, none of the students actually attending None of the students actually attending were interested in the whole self-study idea. The classrooms were little more than an offline stage for the sort of debates people were having about the subject on message boards. Considering how many people were getting fed up with the whole thing and just heading home entirely, I was a model student by comparison, just refusing to leave. You jammed a bunch of teenagers on edge into a box all day like this, and something was got to give eventually. I really would have preferred to hit the road myself before any trouble arose, but I would never hear the end of it from Kasumi, so I decided to just escape to the roof instead. Though, to be honest, there was another more pressing reason I had for wanting to be alone. I sighed and slunk down against the water tower. I had been having the same dream every night now, or the same developments every time, culminating in my decapitation by a guillotine. And every time I woke up from it, there had been a report of a new murder in the city. And the girl, I still couldn't figure out who that girl was. Even though we had never had anything resembling a conversation, I couldn't get those plaintive eyes and that song of hers out of my head. The guillotine, the girl, my decapitated head rolling on the ground, bloody bodies with their heads severed. I couldn't help feeling that this was some sort of vicious cycle, with my dreams invading reality, and reality in turn affecting my dreams, growing worse by the day. Why was this happening? I could think of 3 hypotheses that seemed plausible. Number 1. It was all just a coincidence, random noise that only seemed to be forming a pattern. This was the most realistic answer. Not really. Where you have the same thing happening again and again and again, you know there's something wrong. It's not a coincidence. It's not the most realistic answer. Number 2, I had psychic powers and my dreams were prophetic. I could predict the deaths of those around me. Such people did exist according to my knowledge. Number 3, the sort of cliche plot you see in mystery novels and the like. In other words... What? The murderer? That would be a big twist, but it's a common twist that you find in murder novels. I don't know, you could have been sleepwalking for all we know. I banged my head against the water tower in an attempt to stave off that line of thought. Murder was by definition a destructive act. There was nothing to be gained from going around killing other people. I tried to force myself to think about it from a rational standpoint. All that had happened was a few strangers dying, right? I wasn't the sort of guy to get worked up over something so trivial. My thoughts threatened to get away from me and spiral into an endless pit unless I keep repeating that with enough conviction to piss even myself off. I couldn't afford to be concerned with the morality of my outlook on the situation. Continuing to fret about things would just dig me a deeper hole. If I wanted to convince myself that I was a normal person, then ignoring all this shit was my best course of action. Well, that's true, but if it keeps on coming and coming, you know, it's gonna be hard. Not that a normal person would react like that to the current situation, of course. Suddenly the bell rang, interrupting my little reverie. It seemed the 4th period had already ended. If the faculty ended up deciding to close the school after all, the day's classes would likely end now. There would probably be a school-wide broadcast soon enough. Sure enough, a voice emerged from the intercom about 5 minutes later. The contents of the broadcast, however, were not what I had expected. I couldn't believe my ears at first, but I supposed it was an understandable position. Adults really had it rough. Another 5 minutes passed. I lay down on the ground and stretched out. Oh, Kasumi has found him. You're gonna listen to more of the bickering? Much like the school broadcast, I had expected this to occur, but not to play out exactly the way it did. Oh, look at that. Why is it that we get some sort of a PANTSU shot right here? What's her name again? Ria with the white PANTSU and Kasumi with the blue PANTSU. Yeah, good. Nice perfect shot. Right there. Kasumi stared down at me with an exasperated look on her face.
藤井君が嫌いなのは面倒なこと、小言とかそういうの全般。
Yeah, Ren doesn't hate the school. He hates you. Oops. But what got me was that Hiro was there with her, her tongue as pointed as ever. I looked up at the two of them, scratching my head. Well then.
青、白。
Ren! I know what you're referring to, Ren. You don't try to hide from me. Huh?
見えてるぞ、角度的に。
look at Kasumi's face. I look at Rhea blushing a bit. I zoomed in with my phone's camera, driven by a sense of duty. Yeah, you go, man. You gotta take photos of that. Yeah.
エッチ。
Catch.
何してんのよ、このド変態。
Ouch. Hiro had the ladylike decency to conceal herself, but Kasumi gave me even more of an eyeful as she launched a kick directly at my face, which I dodged neatly.
寝てるやつの前で仁王立ちなんかする方が悪いんだよ。
だからって、あんた。
She kept mumbling unintelligibly. I could only make out a few words here and there, like, you didn't need to report the colors.
ほら、これあげるから機嫌直しなさい。
Rhea
青色さん。
adding salt to the wound.
いや、その。
キャラメル1個で買収されるなよ。安い青色だな。
One piece of caramel.
失礼。安くなんかないもん。ほら、藤井君もからかわない。青色さんも落ち着いて。
Rhea, you want to talk?
その先輩、嫌がらせですか。何のことかな、藤井君。
さあ、とりあえず空のように広い心を持ってほしいんです。
Oppa as forgiving as the sky above. Oh yeah, as forgiving as her pantsu too.
青色だしね。
Yeah, it's blue after all, yeah, you know.
そうですね。
So that's ne, oh yeah. Oh, Kasumi, are you really dense? Miss Blue managed to plaster a smile on her face even as her tempers twitched. How talented.
ま、そんなどうでもいいことは置いといて。
Meaningless digressions, yes. That's not.
どうでもいいこと。
Well, it is meaningless. Talking about PANTSU is meaningless. Like real.
ラメ入りとかスケスケとか秘密の小窓付きとかだったらどうでもよくないかもしれないけど。
For real, you can be really detailed at times. I didn't know that.
受けが欲しかったらもっと精進しなさいね。
Oh yeah, big. Yeah, you gotta think big, you know. The body of a woman, some parts of it must be big. Hiro laid her hand on Kasumi's shoulder. A fascinating method of resolving the situation, to be sure, but effective in the sense that it made the other party feel like washing their hands off the whole thing.
もういい。なんだか疲れてきた。体張らなきゃ人気者になれないよ。
Star.
なんで私がパンツの種類で人気取らなきゃならないんですか。あとそこの盗撮な。今すぐデータを抹消しなさい。怖いね。
Oh, I'm trembling.
おっかないですね。
もうなんなのよこいつら。
I could see that this would only end up going in circles, so I decided to let Kasumi off the hook for now. After that, Kasumi confiscated my phone and deleted all the data on it in a record 2 to 3 minutes. What?
さっきの放送、休校はないって言ってたけど。
I couldn't imagine the students were all too pleased with the broadcast earlier. That was probably the reason why Kasumi and Hiro came out here looking for me too. What's the broadcast about? Is it like, say, due to the recent murders, you are hereby forbidden from leaving school or something like that? You should stay in school?
まさか 一緒に講義しに行こうとか言わないよな。
Okay, so it's something that's not too pleasing.
言わないわよ。先生がそう決めたんだし、反抗なんかしませんです。
She could at least try looking like she meant it.
私はただ、あんたが午後の授業もサボらないよう見張りに来ただけ。
Okay, maybe the broadcast is just about lessons will continue.
先輩も
私はご飯を食べに来ただけ。
Okay. Hiro began to dig through her infinite supply of sandwiches. Where exactly did that pocket lead anyway?
食べる？
Yeah, sure, if you like to give me one.
くれるなら。
綾瀬さんは？じゃあ、私も。
Sure, it's a free treat. Kasumi and I each took sandwiches from Hiro. Our smiles were just a bit straight.
仲良し3人組。
What three amigos? Now that was a fanciful interpretation.
けど、なんでまたこの状況で休校しないんだろうな。どう思う？
Yeah, that's the news.
子供じゃないんだしってことじゃない？これが原因で引きこもりが増えても困るだろうし。
Not sure. We sat in a row on the bench and discussed current events while eating. Himuro and Kasumi were sitting on either side of me, boxing me in. How did we end up in this arrangement exactly? Yeah, you know, the MC must be the main person in the center.
でも、これで生徒から犠牲者が出たら、きっとただじゃ済まなくなるね。
Yeah, that's the risk.
例えば？
責任問題。学園長の首もバッサリ。
Oh yeah, the principal will be kissing his job goodbye. Himuro made a neck-chopping gesture.
土曜日に生徒が殺された大学。あそこは休校になったらしいよ。懸命だね。
Close the school of the college student who died on Saturday.
身近に誰か一人でも犠牲が出ないと、日本人は目が覚めないようになってるのかな。ちょっと病気。
Well, I don't know much about Japanese school culture, so can't really comment on this.
ああ、そういや先輩、クォーターだっけ？
Third generation Japanese?
うん。おじいちゃん
Oh,
は
okay.
会ったことないけど。
So basically more than half Japanese. Well, then again, she said, grandpa's German. So yeah, but I think grandpa's German means the father's German, right? So yeah, half Japanese. The mother's Japanese. Himuro nodded while munching on her sandwich. She wasn't the type to let her emotions show through, but maybe she was feeling a bit righteous indignation herself.
ちょっと。
Oh yes?
んだよ。
Well, before I continue, no, like it could be that grandfather is German, right? So maybe the father is actually half Japanese, half German. Well, we aren't really clear on that because we don't know whether the grandmother is German or not. Yeah, but the fact that is that Ria is not a pure Japanese. Yeah, she has a bit of German blood in her.
何かフォローしなさいよ。日本人がアホみたいに言われてるじゃない。
Huh? Did Ria even say anything about that?
いや、だって俺も同感だし。
同感だし。Did she say something like that? No though. Does it sound like Japanese are idiots? No. Adults might have had their own set of problems to deal with, but sometimes you had to call a spade a spade.
だいたいここ以外ものんきすぎ。コンビニとか深夜営業のお店とか普通に開いてるし。危機感なさすぎだよ。そう思わない？
Well, you know, business has to go on, you know. There are some things that have to go on, you know.
さあ、どうでしょうね。警察頑張ってるみたいですけど。
Okay. What were they supposed to do? declare martial law? It wasn't like terrorists were prowling around. Would that have been even legal? Maybe it was just me being ignorant, but stuff like this made you realize how grey of a country Japan could be. Well, you know how grey Japan could be. I mean, if you're talking about the things about prostitution, I know that prostitution is kind of banned in Japan, yeah, except in certain areas, but I mean there's also a bit of the grey areas here and there because there are some red light districts and all that, so it's still a bit of a grey area, although I know that prostitution is sort of like banned in Japan, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
藤井君、聞いてる？
Yes?
一応。
じゃあどう思う？ちゃんと答えて。
What about the fact that you're not pure Japanese?
ああ、そのおおむね同感なんですけどね。
Wait, let me just remind a bit. Oh, okay. You mean... Wait, hold on. You mean about the thing about... about the school and all that, not some schools not taking things seriously, our school not taking things seriously. Well, kind of true. I mean, the murder is a serious thing, right? So you know, they should actually treat this seriously. But well, some things have to go on, like I said. I was seriously uncomfortable with answering that while Kasumi was glaring daggers at me from the opposite side.
おい。
何よ。
文句あるならお前が言えよ。俺パスな。
ずるいよ。
What do you mean no fair? Come on, you're supposed to be talking directly to Ren. Why do you need to like tell me and then I tell her? Just tell her directly.
どっちが？
Yeah.
何話してるの？
Why are you looking at me like that? Real?
いや、別に。
It was no fun being leaning on from both sides at once. Nope. All I wanted to do was eat my lunch in peace. I couldn't handle a close-up of two hysterical women, so I leaned backwards, but...
だからね、日本人は平和ボケしすぎだと思わない？
too accustomed to peacetime. Well, actually, I think it's more like most countries are very accustomed to peacetime. But then again, there's the recent terror attacks and all that, so yeah. Himuro just kept moving in.
ほら、ちゃんと言い返して。
As did Kasumi. I could only lean back even further. What are you two doing, girls? Are you trying to win over Ren? Cuddle up even closer. Both of you getting jealous or what?
ねえ、何をこそこそ言ってるの？なんでもないです。ね、レン。
Come on, you all should be more open to each other. The both of them just kept moving in, and I just kept leaning further and further away. And then I heard it, an unpleasant creaking. Uh-oh.
あのさ。
何？
受け身取ろうな。
は？
Oh, I would almost rather not explain, but you see, the bench you were sitting on was not affixed to the ground. Oh, so it's being lifted up. Alright. So if one were to lean back on it like I had been... oh, too late. Too late. Oh. It was only natural that the entire damn thing would tip over.
痛い。でも、ちょっと幸せ。
What? ちょっと幸せ? I think this is not a very good translation. It's not all bad. Because in Japanese it said ちょっと幸せ. 幸せ is actually quite a strong word, meaning happiness. So actually what should have been translated here is that hurt. But I'm still happy. Or something like that, you know? That would actually make this line even funnier.
あんた何どさくさ紛れに抱きついてんですか
Oh no, I know already. No, actually it's more like that hurt. But I'm happy because it's like I'm happy to be leaning on Ren or something like that. I get the joke now. So you just see this as an opportunity to latch on people. Yeah, because that's why she said Shiawase because I'm blessed. Shiawase is more like I'm blessed, I'm fortunate. So so it's like that hurt. But I feel fortunate that that happened or something like that. Because I get to lean on Ren or something like that. Yeah.
腕枕
Your arms make a nice pillow.
ちょっと先輩
Yeah, actually I think she's talking more about Kasumi, so
ああもうお前うるさいよ。
yeah, this line could have been better translated, that's for sure. Yeah, something to do with I'm actually that hurt, but I'm fortunate that that happened because I get to rely on Kasumi's arms. Yeah, you know. Damn, she was loud. I looked up at the sky, hoping to find some sort of solace. Such a pretty day. Yeah, it's prettier to look at the clouds. So nice.
そろそろ5次元目が始まるね
Alright, time for 5th period to begin. The bell signifying the end of lunch break rang shortly afterwards. The faculty had decided to actually hold afternoon classes, so it probably would have been bad if I didn't go.
授業が終わったら綾瀬さんは今日もこれ
Hiro mimed, holding a bamboo sword.
そうですね休校しないんだったら私の日課を奪う権利なんかないですよほどほどにした方がいいと私は思うんだけど
Yeah, don't train too hard, Kasumi.
で藤井くんも付き合うの
Say yes, Fuji.
当然
It seems my feelings on the matter were irrelevant.
あんまり遅くなるのは勘弁だぞ。
素振りくらいにしとくから
Okay.
なんだったらレアさんも付き合います
That would be good.
私はいい夜道は怖いし
Oh, okay. I get that.
それに今日はお客が来る日だから早く帰らないといけないの
A guess? Who's that, I wonder? Does it have anything to do with us, I wonder?
お客？教会にですか？
Oh yeah, I forgot she's a believer, right? Believer of God.
うんじゃあね
Hiro made her leave on that note. Kasumi and I turned to look at each other.
教室戻るか。
Yeah,
そうだね
so here I was looking at 2 more hours of classes for the day. And on the top of that, I had to stick around for this candle freaks practice afterwards. Man, what a day this would be.